Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom review. See by title below, yes, this is on episode 11, the final episode of Saekano season 2. And yes, I know, I'm sorry that this is this is a whole week late actually, not just several days, this is a whole week late. But if you haven't been up to date with my Facebook and Twitter, I've been sick for the past week. I have not been able to go ahead and make a video. If I did, you would just hear, you wouldn't be able to understand me, honestly. And even now, I still do have a cough, so if if you do see cuts here and there, which normally I don't do in a lot of my videos, sometimes there's one cut, sometimes there's two, but normally there's not really that much cuts. But if there are, that's probably because I started going off in a coughing fit, which does happen every so often. So sorry about that if it does happen, but I mean the cuts should be pretty damn good, so you won't really notice anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much. I just wanted to explain why this this finale is a week late. This review is a week late, and why, of course, there may be some cuts in the video. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you came here because there's some of you. I'm pretty sure that you've been wondering and waiting, when is this review gonna come out? Well, guess what? You do not have to wait any longer. Here we are. How did I feel about episode 11? How did I feel about the finale for Saekano season 2? Well, honestly, I absolutely loved this episode. Like, I love this finale. I thought it did a great job at giving us closure. Sure, it still leaves it open. I was wondering for a long time these past weeks and everything how they were going to end everything with only 11 episodes. There's not going to have the normal 12 episode kind of thing. And of course, since everything went, all the crazy shit that happened in the last couple episodes, I was wondering, how are they going to conclude everything in this one episode? That was my fear. My fear was, of course, was it going to be rushed? No. In the end, for me at least, as an anime watcher only, I'm not too sure about the source material. But for me, they did a great job. It ended up concluding in a great way. Of course, they're still leaving it open to if there is a season 3. And if not, obviously, you have to go ahead and look for the light novel. To which I'm not too sure, is there an English release? Or do I have to find it translated or something? Feel free to comment below that, because I actually really do want to know. Because if there's not going to be a season 3, I still want to continue the story at least. So, yeah, feel free to comment below that. Please let there be a season 3, because I would love for there to be a season 3. But, yeah, I was scared. I was wondering how everything was going to end. But, of course, it ends in a way that, even though there's still the whole thing of what's going to happen with, Edidi and Utaha as they work with Akane, what's going to happen with Tomoya and his new project, will Izumi and Iori go and work with him now and everything. There's a lot of questions that are still left at the end of this episode, which, I mean, that's obviously, it's not the end of everything yet. There is still more, like I said before, in the light novel. So, overall, they still did a good job at least giving us a proper ending, at least in my opinion. The beginning part, loved it. It was pretty much like the date in the last time before with him, with Tomoya and Megumi, and Megumi literally just star of the show as usual. Full on, it was super cute throughout the episode. Her bringing him around everywhere, and pretty much, I actually wanted to see her changing into the other outfits when she was saying that, oh, here, you can just, I'll change it to them and you can give me your opinion. And he's like, wait, are you listening to me? And I'm over here like, come on, man, this is Megumi. This is the dream right here. Why are you like, no, I don't want to do this. You don't want my opinion. Just give her your opinion. Tell her she looks beautiful, because that's that's the truth, honestly. But as always, that's how these main characters are, and that's especially how Tomoya is. So of course it's just him being embarrassed the whole time. But it's really cute as well when, since he remembers that she gave him the glasses before, he ends up giving her the hat. You have this beautiful moment, and I mean, absolutely, I thought it was a pretty damn beautiful moment when they're once again on that hill. She turns around, starts talking, giving the speech about what was in his game idea. This whole thing was pretty much to get his spirits back up, because for the end of the last episode and how he was in this episode, he was pretty much depressed, honestly, because of what happened with Utaha and Edidi. And honestly, I love the way that Megumi kind of brought him back up, his spirits back up and everything. And the moment when the music went going off and the flower petals flying, and they were laughing and talking everything to each other, saying he wants to do the game again. I thought it was such a beautiful moment. It was so great, honestly. And I was like, when he started tearing up too, and she was going about to hold him and everything. I was like, do it, do it. Of course, she ends up not doing it. But overall, it was honestly such a cute moment. Like, that beginning part was literally like, yep, that is why Megumi is the best girl for a lot of people. For me, it's hard. Even with the stuff that happened in the last, episodes and everything, I still love Utaha. And this episode also, come on, Utaha. She managed to just steal it for me, at least this episode, with that kiss. His first kiss, her first kiss. It was such a beautiful moment, and it was pretty damn funny too, considering Eddie was gonna do that right there and then. She's like, she had his glasses, and then she was like, about to kiss him, going on her tippy toes, and boom, unexpected, Utaha just comes in, kisses him, and it was honestly a pretty nice kissing scene. And he's all blushing and everything. She's like, oh, every time I try and, I was trying to move on and everything, but you won't let me. I give myself to you. And he's like, blah, 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 blah. And it was just like, I was cracking up. I was like, that's classic Utaha. I love her so much. Best girl, in my opinion, at least. Megumi, best girl as well. I mean, it's so hard because I can't pick, but for me at least, like I said, I keep thinking that Utaha is my favorite girl, and that scene right there literally solidified it. I was like, yeah, go Utaha. That's the best girl right there, in my opinion, at least, And Tomoya, I'm like, come on, Tomoya, man, she just kissed you, and you're like, oh, but I didn't ask for this. Who the hell cares if you didn't ask for this? First, you're like saying you don't want to see, Megumi changing in all these cute outfits, and now you're saying that you didn't want the kiss from Utaha? Are you kidding me? Damn main characters in these kind of harem shows, they're always like that, and it's always so irritating, especially with Tomoya, and it's like, oh, come on, But overall, though, it kind of pissed me off in a way, that he pretty much, it didn't really piss me off, but it kind of irritated me, because like I said this before, if they just told him that what they were doing and everything, not wait a whole month and everything before they finally tell him, when he's like literally all about his story, his game and everything, he has all this planned out. If they just told him before, he wouldn't have set all this in motion with them in mind. Sure, he would be sad, but he would understand this game is a huge big deal. That's like a chance of a lifetime. And you saw that he understood. He was like, there's no need to apologize, kind of thing. I still think they should, because of the whole waiting a damn month. And Eddie did end up telling Megumi, but still, why didn't you tell him? She just completely ignored him and everything, and Utaha ended up having to tell him a month later. That part, like I keep saying, irritates me because it makes no sense, especially considering how we saw in this episode where Tomoya literally just said, he understands. He would have, this is a chance of a lifetime with this game, and he will completely support them. He's rooting for them, and he's gonna buy like a whole bunch of the games. Like, that's the kind of guy Tomoya is. Why are you scared to tell him, But overall, it was a nice moment to see him telling them that, Eddie crying and tearing up and everything, having Megumi tell her that, she's rooting for her as well. Her taking his glasses, and it looks like she's about to kiss him. And of course, the great Utaha moment with her kiss. And then, of course, them arguing and not noticing that their train has left. So, yeah, classic moment with Utaha and Eddie D kind of, arguing with each other. Still, before in the last episode, you're like, oh man, look at them. It's awesome to see the friendship, how their friendship has grown and everything, but it's still awesome to see how they still argue like that when it comes to Tomoya, And overall, that part of the episode was literally, it was like, beginning part, awesome. Second part, even more awesome in my opinion, just because I love Utaha. And then how is this gonna end? Like the ending started playing. I'm like, wait a minute, there's still a lot more time. What's gonna happen after this? Ending also loved as well. And then, of course, you see they're going to school. You got Megumi laughing at him because of his glasses, when she's the one who chose that for him. And then, of course, I was wondering for a while, too, were they going to show Iori? Were they going to show Izumi? And, yep, looks like what Iori had planned was that Izumi is going to be in his school, which probably means that she's going to be working on the game as his artist, and I'm not too sure if Iori is going to be in there as well. I would love to see more of him. I really like to see it. It was really enjoyable to see his character change. Like, from the beginning, I didn't like him, but definitely has changed to him being a really good, a really good friend, while also being an awesome rival and kind of just pushing Tomoya forward. It's been pretty cool to see him a lot as well. So I wanted to see him in this episode too, but I understand why they didn't, I guess, kind of. I think they could have fit him somewhere in there, like he's just standing around with his pose or something like that. You know how he is, you know. But overall, it's definitely left me with that part being pretty excited to see what's going to happen if there is a third season, and if not, of course, what's going to happen in the light novel after. And of course, the big question that we've all been wondering for a while: where the hell was Michiru this whole freaking time? I was literally wondering. Here she is showing up at the end, acting like nonchalant, like you're the ones who left the circle and everything, blah blah blah, and starts walking in there arguing, and it's the normal stuff again. It was honestly a pretty funny, cute ending that I definitely enjoyed, and it definitely gave me some closure to say that even though there's still a bunch of things I want to know, if there wasn't going to be a season 3, I'm still happy with this ending, because it ends up being a happy ending after all the crazy drama that happened in these previous episodes. But yeah, it's all I really gotta say about this episode. Overall, really enjoyable, really cute, really funny, lots of funny moments, lots of cute moments, lots of great Utaha moments as well. And honestly, like, I don't think I could ask for a better finale for this season. Overall, how did I feel about this season overall? I felt that this season, in my opinion at least, was better than the last season. I really did love the first season. It was lots of laughs, lots of cute moments, but this season I really enjoyed because it added some drama. It wasn't just like your harem comedy, kind of romantic comedy kind of thing with a harem, It actually pursued a certain line with confessions, a level of seriousness. And sure, sometimes the drama got a little bit over dramatic, but even though those parts they could have taken it out or at least toned it down, it still made it for a very enjoyable, kind of different feeling to the show, while still, in my opinion at least, keeping the element that I loved about Saekano in the first season. So overall, I would say that I give this an 8 for sure, 8 out of 10. Definitely enjoyed it, and definitely would love to see if there is a third season. If there's a third season, hands down, I'm definitely going to be watching it. So, fingers crossed, just gotta hope and wait to see if there will be. If not, like I said before, please feel free to comment below if there is an English release of the light novels. If not, if there is an area, a website that I can find it translated, I definitely want to go ahead and, read the book so I can see what's going to happen. Even if, I feel like it's always awesome to read the source material. In my opinion, I always love to go ahead and read it. But when it is animated, you have to admit, if they animate it correctly, it's 10 times better just by the fact that it has music, the art, and everything. It's not just like, for a manga, it's not just like, picture, some words, or a light novel is just all words. You have literally a whole different feeling because of the music, because of the tone of everything that you can have in an anime with the animations and everything. That's why I'm really hoping for a season 3. If not, at least I want to know the story. So yeah, that's all I really got to say, guys. Hope you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you did enjoy it, leave a like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And as always, guys, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. How did you feel about this episode? Good, bad, whatever you guys felt. If you guys want to talk about how you felt about the whole season overall as well, feel free to comment below. I always love to hear your guys' thoughts and see what you guys thought about it as well. And yeah, that's all I got to say, guys. So till next time, see ya.